All right, nothing fancy schmancy here. If you go back a few videos to the Alien Queen and Bishop video from Blackheart Models, I said that I was going to start building it and filming it while I'm building it. So let's go ahead and look at what we got here. So we got the Queen, the base, and Bishop. Bishop's what we're going to work on today. We got our Dremel Lite and got a kit of various attachments for the Dremel. Now, what I'm going to start working on is getting rid of all this base goo up underneath his hands and everything. So when I go to sit him on this base, it looks more realistic of him actually sitting on the metal. And then I can make my own watery goo substance, whatever I wish to do. So first, I'm probably going to go ahead and attach the cut wheel. Now, this is a Dremel Lite. All that means is it's cordless. Yeah, your corded one is stronger, but for resin and plastic, I find that this has plenty of power to it. And really, if you're into making dioramas, kit bashing, whatever, and you don't have some kind of rotary tool, no matter what brand in your arsenal, you're really holding yourself back as far as speed and all that goes. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the cut wheel in it, and I always take and I screw it onto one of the sanding bases with the rubber behind it to give it more durability. Tighten it down. And if you notice, I got the beard tied up here just for a little bit of safety purposes. You know, definitely you don't want no hairs getting crazy going into that. And I'm going to take and slap on the meta glasses and go outside because I don't want this to get all over the place. And I'll take a little bit of footage while I'm doing it so you guys can check it out. All right, so the first thing I'm going to start doing is chopping off some of the bigger stuff. Always watch your fingers. You might want to wear a respirator. Alright, so we got the big chunks off of him for the most part. We can change up tools. You see I started using the sander thing here. It's pretty gritty, probably about 40 grit or something, and I got it nice and rounded down here, starting to work the palm area. This stuff is terrible. It gets all over the place. Okay, so you can see we majorly cut down on the thickness. I even carved it like the shape of the bottom of an arm would be. Same thing there, dug out some of the palm, really flattened this out, cut off a lot of the stuff around. And now I'm going to go back at it with the detailed Dremel and try to get like in between the fingers and get rid of a little bit of stuff between the guts and stuff like that. All right, now as you can see, got down in there in the gut some more, and in between the fingers, even kind of carved them out in a palm shape. But I couldn't finish it the rest of the way with my bit because it's just a little too big. That's as far as I could get in there. So I'm gonna go out, and I got a wee tiny one. I'm gonna go out and try to get in between them fingers as far as I can, because I'm that guy and that drives me crazy. All right, so hopefully we're on the last leg here, because it's kind of hot out here in South Florida. Even the ducks are chilling underneath the tree. You can see now I went down in between the fingers, kind of brought some of the round holes, made little points to them so they just didn't look like a round hole. Kind of went up under there, and I'm going to go back with the next biggest size up now and clean things up a little bit on the bottom of the fingers, make them a little more thin. Sorry about this. Black resin doesn't want to film very well. Get more of the shape of the palm, but I'm not going to take you guys with me for that. All right, so you can see now, got him nice, shaved down, everything nice and flat where his arms would be laying on the base. Say like this is your flat surface. Now it's like he's laying on it instead of a big old piece of resin underneath him. Got some of the guts left still. Still may add a little bit more to it, but got it cleaned up fairly nicely. It'd probably take like a small fingernail file or something, go down in there and just smooth things out a little. Like I said, he's going to be covered with all kinds of goo anyways. All righty, let's get you guys out of here. All right, so I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking out that part of the build with me. This is, going to be a multiple video build, obviously. I think the next one will be something about probably getting her arms situated. Like I said, if you watched the other video about her where I said I was how I'm gonna build it, how I get the arms situated so I can elevate her and know where her arms will be. I don't know. I'm gonna try to magnetize them. I don't know if I can with this hollow material. We'll see. I'm pretty good at figuring stuff out. That way, in case I ever want to sell it, it's easy to take apart and ship. Once again, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. The subscription is the best way to support the channel, as always. I do have memberships look down below the video, 2 different tiers, like $3 and $4. You get different advantages, but the $4 one, the Skunk Ape, you do get access to videos early before everybody else. And I also have a Patreon, $3 tier. And once a month, what we do over there is have some bench time on Zoom, just work on kits, hang out, talk about whatever's going on, just a little get together. So there's a couple options if you're not into anything else. And also, it sounds like a sales pitch, but it's not. It's just little ways to help support the channel, to help it grow, because these things, they aren't cheap, but neither's my time. But I am an Amazon affiliate, so I actually use tools in this video. I'll put some links to the tools that I use in the description down there. And hey, I don't push junk. I only put on there things that I actually use that I approve of. And all it is it doesn't cost you any more to buy it or anything like that. It's just Amazon gives me a little kickback for you guys using the link. All that being said, I'm going to figure out and see what to make the next video about. Be good to each other. Model on. Sit, Rocco, sit. Good dog.